All right, everybody, welcome back to Mr. Heins Explains. We're going to talk about looking for Alaska vocab for both 29 through 50 and 50 through 74. So there will be 2 weeks worth of vocab here. First things first, I need you all to remember Schoology is still doing its thing where it doesn't want to play nice with notability. So you'll need to screenshot the Cornell notes if that's the way you want to use them. Otherwise, go ahead and type them out. Okay, either way, create a new note. Go ahead and add them in. If you did do a screenshot, make sure that your screenshot is as full of a screen as possible so that you can manipulate it as you need, okay? Alrighty, let's get going. So, come on. Okay. Alright, a little bit of technical difficulty, don't worry about that. So, our academic vocab for pages 29 through 50, we're going to put vocab terms. I'll make my pen a little bit smaller here. Our first term is the word predisposition. If you have a predisposition to something, it means you have a tendency to suffer from something. So it's a noun. We have a tendency to suffer from something. Like if you are allergic to, let's say, pollen, you have a tendency to suffer allergic reactions to pollen. You have a predisposition to pollen. Okay? Our second term is the term counterinsurgency. And this one is also a noun. And with counterinsurgency, we're really talking about action taken against another group. Okay? And by that we mean I'm not saying this is the first step, but this is usually like the second step. So this is the retaliation. This is the reaction. Okay? Third is the word condescending. And this is an adjective. And this with, oh goodness. Come on. Apologize for the technical difficulties. This is a feeling of rude superiority. If they are acting like they are better than you for no good reason, they can be condescending. Okay? Fourth term is the term esoteric. An esoteric, which is also an adjective, is it's when you say something that's only understood by a small group of people. Okay? So if we referenced a really, really niche TV show or video game that nobody's really heard of, and you're just not sure what they're talking about, that would be esoteric. All right? And then your fifth term for this session is the word incorrigible. And this is another adjective. And basically is when you can't be corrected. You're like, I know that I am right. I cannot be corrected because there's no point. Okay? So, those are your first 5. Pause here and submit this to Schoology. Then we'll talk about the second set of words, starting with insubordination. And this is a noun. This is a defiance of authority. So if you go against the wishes of your parents or your teachers or your boss, whatever it might be, you're being insubordinate. Our next term is the word pretentious. It's another adjective. Very similar to condescending. You're acting like you're more important than you are. You're giving more importance than you actually should have. Okay? Then we have objectifying, which is a verb. When we talk about objectifying, we are degrading to the level of an object. Usually we talk about objectifying as in the context of how we treat each other. If we only see a significant other as their body parts, that's objectifying. Okay? To left, ingenious. If you are considered ingenious, an adjective, then you're saying, I'm clever, I'm very original, I am creative or inventive. Creative or inventive. Okay, that's ingenious. And then last but not least, our last term is the term ostensibly, which is an adverb. And this is when something appears to be, but may or may not be the case. It could be the truth, it could not be the truth. It looks one way, and whether that way is the right way or the wrong way, that's what it looks to be, okay? All right, those are your 10 terms. Make sure they get to the right spots. Make sure you turn them in, and I will see you in the next video.